Hey Guy here, hope you're well. So coming to you from a coffee shop in Portugal at the moment. I come out taking the family away for a few days and just cracking on doing a little bit of work. So the reason I wanted to shoot this video today was to talk about money, okay, and kind of my personal relationship with money after a bit of reflection. And what I mean by that is, since starting my online business, I've become, I suppose through a journey of self-discovery, acutely more aware of my relationship with money, and realising actually how unhealthy it was, certainly for the last kind of 10 years of my life, having a very, what I feel, quite unhealthy relationship with money. And what I mean by that is, I certainly am somebody that's always seen success as having lots of money, and I think a lot of people do, and I think again that's fine. I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with that, but it was, for me personally, the reasons I wanted that money, what I was then doing with the money when I had it. And what I mean is, in economics there's this law called Parkinson's law, which basically states that the people's level of expenditure will go up in direct correlation to the level of their income. And basically, if you earn more money, you're going to spend more money, which certainly was very true for me. And I think it's one of those dawning realizations. That was one of the reasons I felt so trapped in my previous career, because I was earning good money. Every year I was going up through the ranks in terms of career progression, but every single time I earned more money, I just looked at it from a perspective of, okay, well, I can go and buy a nicer car or a nicer watch, with that money. And really, on reflection, the reason I was doing that was because it was more about what I thought other people would think of me if I had that item, which is really sad to admit, but it's very true. When I look back, I was doing it purely for recognition and gratification of other people, nothing really internally. And don't get me wrong, I do really like cars, I do really like watches, I've got a massive respect for engineering, things being really well made, but if truth be told, that wasn't why I was buying the things that I was buying. And I think it's fine if you do end up using your money to buy nice things if you're doing a job that you enjoy, if you're doing a job that you really are passionate about, because you can ultimately spend more time doing that job and make more money. But I definitely wasn't. I was stuck in a job that I really didn't enjoy, and by doing that, going out and spending money stupidly, well, I think the reason I was doing it was also because I was just very deeply unhappy, and I thought, buying a new watch or whatever, some more material possessions would actually make me happier. But it never did, but it was a pattern I was definitely repeating for a long, long period of time. And I just think that, we're so programmed by society today to have to have the latest this and the greatest that, and it's really sad in a way, because I fell into this pattern where I was just buying more and more stuff every single month, and actually I was just putting more and more weight on my shoulders. They say that when you make a lot of money and you have a lot to show for it, it's they're called trappings of wealth. That's the saying. And I'm starting to see for the first time why it's called the trappings, why the word trappings is used, because it actually traps you. To have those things, it's like an extra noose around your neck. Especially if you ever buy anything on finance, buy a car on finance or anything like that. You're basically signing your life away for X period of time to have that commitment of money going out of your bank account every single month. And my relationship now with money is, I can't wait to be free of financial commitments that I don't need, because I just see every single time I commit to something financially, there's an ongoing cost that I don't see the value from. It's like putting an extra noose around my neck, kind of putting more weight on my shoulders. And being really honest with you, it did present some problems, especially where I am now, starting my online business, having started my second revenue stream with this online business. Actually, if I'd been more sensible with my money and probably saved more of it and had more capital, I probably could have got the results, you know, in my online business a lot quicker because I've had more money to invest in it. But actually, it's taken me longer because I've been trapped by my, you know, circumstances of having a nice car and a big mortgage and you know, all these things that actually you don't really need. You know, you can only sleep in one bed, you can only drive one car, you can only have one, you know, watch one TV at a time. And yeah, you know, there's this thing that was definitely within me of, you know, I just had to get a better and better and better version of everything. And yeah, it was just sapping all of my resources. So I think yeah, I started having these dawning realizations when I was reading Robert Kiyosaki's book Rich Dad Poor Dad, which I still think is an epic book. So for anyone who's not read it, you've got to read it. It's so good, and really sort of delves into how rich people think about money. And the premise of it really is that you've got to get out of the habit of buying liabilities and actually just start buying assets. So a liability being something that costs you money and an asset being something that makes you money. And it's very, very rare that, you know, anything will ever make you money and cost you money. You know, it's either doing one or the other. So anything you buy is either going up in value or it's going down in value. And that's definitely a real fundamental shift in my mindset I've had since going on this journey. That yeah, I don't get me wrong, I definitely still want all the really nice things in life, but the thing that excites me more now is having some money to put into my business. Maybe because I'm very passionate about what I'm doing with my online business now and how I feel it's genuinely helping people, and as cheesy as it sounds, kind of really feel like I'm making a fundamental difference in people's lives by kind of empowering people to start their own digital journey and their own online business. But having, like, you know, a grand spare to go and put into my marketing budget, you know, rather than before I would have gone, you know, bought something stupid with it, it means a lot more to me. So I suppose, yeah, I just kind of wanted to shoot a video to talk about that really, and how I think a lot of people, we just need to stop subscribing to this notion in society that we need to have more to be more, because we don't, you know. Actually, I think somebody that has a simplified way of life where they don't have these massive outgoings, they're literally free to get on a plane tomorrow and go and live in the other side of the planet. You know, that level of freedom is everything. You know, that's definitely something I'm really going after now. So yeah, that's it really. I just wanted to kind of shoot that and maybe get you guys to think about your own kind of relationship with money, and see if you can start making some smart decisions. You know, putting some away, saving more. That's kind of where I wish I'd been a few years ago. But again, you know, everybody has different realizations at different times. So yeah, cool. Just thought I'd shoot that and look forward to catching up with you guys soon. All right, see you later. Bye.